Hello, Adam Coates here. I'm a recent graduate of the Southern Cross University Regenerative Agricultural Specialisation, and today I'm here on Bundjalung country, the heartland of lemon myrtle production. Jingiwala, welcome to you, and Buggalwan, thank you to the traditional owners. This is the second in our series on regenerative agricultural practices and principles, and today we're visiting Myrtle Trading Co, an organically certified commercial producer of lemon myrtle based near Lismore, New South Wales. Today we're going to be talking to their team about native bush food production and how they've integrated macro and micro regenerative agricultural practices into their operation. So Darren, you're the CEO here at Myrtle Trading Co. Do you want to give us a bit of a summary about the business, the philosophies and the guiding principles behind it?
Yeah, Adam, the Myrtle Trading Co, we grow and process Australia's finest lemon myrtle. We do it organically and we do it regeneratively. And importantly, we also do it right here on the land we're standing on, which is of course the Bundjalung Nation. And the Bundjalung Nation is the heartland of lemon myrtle, always was and always will be. So having that recognised on a global scale, that lemon myrtle belongs to the Bundjalung Nation is an incredibly important initiative as well.
And so what are the barriers and challenges you're facing in this industry, and what needs to be done into the future?
The industry faces a huge challenge with myrtle rust. It's been around for a number of years now. Whilst it doesn't affect the quality, it certainly affects yield. And so the industry would be much more economic if we could address the myrtle rust challenge. Every industry rises when there's great competition in the industry. We need to ensure there's constant and consistent and broad spread competition in the industry to benefit the industry as a whole. So being regenerative was a no-brainer, being organic was a no-brainer, and we think there are clear benefits absolutely to the environment but also to the consumers, and we think it sets a bit of a lead for others to follow. And if our competitors want to follow us down the organic and regenerative path, we welcome that, because there's more doing it the better.
So Miles, you're the head of horticulture here at Myrtle Trading Co. Do you think you could talk to the overall design of the property here and the integration of natural sequence farming, particularly this beautiful contour bank you've got out the back there?
Yeah, sure, Adam. We utilise the natural sequence farming techniques. As you can see, the contour banks here, planting on contour, fertility hill up the back, to really bring together the elements of holding water and holding nutrients on the property to not only benefit the plants but benefit the natural environment that's already here. This contour bank you see behind us runs from the most northern part of our property all the way to the most southern part of our property, and this holds a lot of the water coming off Fertility Hill and the nutrients coming off Fertility Hill and feeds them slowly into our crops and into our fertility hay paddock right at the bottom of the system, creating an organic closed loop system that reduces need for any extra irrigation, any extra additions of fertilizer, just bringing up overall plant health.
And so what are the benefits and challenges of incorporating these practices?
The benefits have been great. With the addition of the contour banks, holding the moisture and holding ponds, it's brought in a lot of natural flora and fauna life into the property that wasn't seen before. Some of the challenges have been the system working too well, holding too much water sometimes in places that we hadn't anticipated, which resulted in minor tweaks of the system to flow the water where we need it to and hold it in some places where we need more held.
So as much as there's a lot of benefits to the new systems of going on contour, I guess it brings a lot of challenges too with machinery. I wonder if you could talk to that and how it's created innovation.
There's definitely challenges with on contour, as with anything moving with the land. You've got to really work with it, and we've had some innovation in regards to a new harvester we're building at the moment. It's a work in progress, but it's really going to be designed around mobility and safety and ingenuity in regards to the way that can move through the contours of the land, adjusting to slopes, working within a tight parameter which we have in our plantings. We're basically reverse engineering from the crop to our harvester. The spacing that we've got and the structure and the layout of the beds and the plants within them is that of a double spacing row that ideally will fill out our hedge quicker. And with the new harvester that we're developing, that's going to increase our harvest times per year from 1 in the old plantings up until 2 or 3 with the new design.
Your inter-rows are a lot smaller now, is it? So you've got a lot more plants?
Correct. There's more plants per hectare, and that's allowed us to really pack in as much as we can into a block in order to fill it out, which will create more profit off a block. We're down here at the dam. This is a centerpiece of the whole organic loop system. We have all of the irrigation that we use, the little that we use on site, flows from every point that we would irrigate back down into the dam by the use of those contour banks. And not only flows the water, but nutrients along with it. Any nutrients that has been collected up over its course of its journey flows back into this dam and then is in turn pumped back up onto the plants when needed. The same with our hay paddock you can see in front of me. This is any nutrients that flows down from the top of our system, flows into our hay paddock, recycled, harvested, and then moved to the top of our hill, fertility hill. On that of recycling, we've got any of the myrtle that is not used from production at the factory is then brought back, composted up at Fertility Hill in order to feed the system.
And so with that nutrient cycling you're talking about in the landscape, it has the capacity to produce some incredible results. It'd be interesting, in the same vein, if you're collaborating with these other innovative organisations, say working with Southern Cross University and their research department, to quantify the results you're actually achieving on the ground.
Yeah, and we're really excited to be able to, in the future, get some of these tests with the new technologies we have today to really fine-tune and narrow down where the successful parts of the system are, what parts need tweaking, and what parts are really excelling.